In this segment, we're going to take a closer look at the view zoom options. And so first of all, if you look on the desktop, you do have the ability to zoom in by clicking on this button and zoom out by clicking on this button. And it currently shows me that I'm zoomed in at a factor of 52%, which means I'm not looking at the design very large. In other words, if I click on this a couple times, now I'm looking at it 103%. If I click on it again, now we have it larger at 200%. And so this basically tells you at what zoom factor you're looking at. And you can use the little pop-up list to go to a specific zoom factor. So if I specifically want to go to 500%, there I have it. If I specifically want to go to 100%, there you have it. There are other ways to zoom in and zoom out. And for example, under the View drop-down menu, we have the option for zoom. And now if you take a close look in here, we have some options. We have View Whole Design. We have View Whole Hoop. Sorry, View Whole Hoop is first. View Whole Design is second. We also have Zoom In. We also have Zoom Out. And you'll notice here that these are shortcut keys. And so, for example, Zoom In, the shortcut key is the letter Z. And for Zoom Out, the shortcut key is Shift and Z. And so if I just simply come up to my keyboard and type Z, it gets closer. Z, Z, Z. Now we're looking at the design 1600% zoomed in. If I say Shift Z on my keyboard, it zooms out. So every time I type Shift Z, it zooms out. Another option for viewing was under the View drop-down menu is called Magnify Area, and it's the letter B. And if I choose that, it gives me a little magnifying glass, which I can then click and drag to make a box, and it'll zoom into the box that I drew. Now, if you remember, View Magnify Area was B, so if I just simply type B on my keyboard, I get the zoom box. Now, the other view options that we saw under the zoom menu was Whole Hoop. So if I click on that, it'll zoom out to see the whole hoop. And if I click on Whole Design, so that was View, Zoom, Whole Design, it will show me everything in the design. So what that means is it centered to all of the embroidery objects and artwork objects that were available. So those are very helpful things that you can learn, and basically the shortcut keys can make it even easier to browse around. So for example, if I type B and draw a box, and then type 0 on my keyboard, gives me the whole design again. And if I type B and zoom in somewhere else, and then type 0, it zooms me back out. Z to zoom in, Shift Z to zoom out. So that's a little bit more about zoom and how you can zoom in and out of your designs. And that can be very helpful when you're digitizing to get a good close look at the element that you're working on, and then to quickly zoom out to have the perspective of the whole design that you're creating.